Because we're in a new age.
Yeah, you know.
This is we got nursery rhyme hip hop, and I ain't wanted to make that sound negative, but I think it's probably a positive thing. I like how it just transition, I guess.
Yeah. If it's good, I'm for it. If it's good, I'm for it. When they get it right.
Yeah, and if it's
yeah.
If it's bad, only one place to go. Welcome to another episode of Healthy Venom! Yes, we're here with Jab, One, and War, baby! Yeah! We're here to give you the best time. I can't get over that. I gotta Wow. Yeah, check us out on Spotify. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on iHeartRadio. Check us out on iTunes, baby! We're here with now our 3 million subscribers!
I love a shooter in the Yo, it's crazy how fast our subscribers are growing.
It's crazy!
Like, I think it's crazy. It's so crazy that, like, YouTube the algorithm is messing it up. Like, if you go look at it, it probably only said like 30 or something.
We got millions,
but it's like
and millions.
It's supposed to say
of the Healthy Venom
like
podcast
3
subscribers.
million something. I don't know why it's not catching up. Like, I don't know. We probably should report it. I don't know.
We could.
But it definitely on the back end. The part
they can keep getting it wrong.
Oh, just let them keep getting it
on? Yeah, just let them get it wrong.
We can't. If we just gonna grow like that, what can we do?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Sponsorships.
Yeah, if we're talented like that, what can we do?
That's good.
You just gotta accept what's going on.
So YouTube numbers is messed up. Spotify numbers is messed up.
All right.
I ain't know they.
Hold on 1 second. I need to switch hats.
Why? Oh, it's hot.
No. I caught myself eating it. I was like, yeah, so I just...
Well, Giles. So we already got the intro. Now Javon magically switched his hat.
Yeah.
Thanks to magic of
Yeah,
Christmas.
He is wearing a new hat.
You guys noticed?
Yeah. I thought I saw it transition.
I know the color changed a little bit.
Just a little bit.
The color. Minus the ears and beard.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all good? Y'all ready to start?
Yeah, man.
Let's get it popping.
Getting ready for holiday season.
Let's get it on in.
I really want this one to get out by Christmas. So I'm really gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to work together.
I'm about to say it's the 21st.
Oh, we got to work together.
Cool. People go sit down and they ain't got no place to go because they with their family.
Yeah.
Popping this Healthy Venom.
No excuse. Might as well. It's gonna be at 3 million views by the time they get to it. So
mine as well.
Yeah.
Mine as well. People are saying that wrong.
Minus.
Oh yeah.
Minus well.
I know it's might as well, and I still say mine as well. Like mine as well. Mine as well.
Subtract well. I'm like, no, not minus. Well.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting my navel pierced. Yo, what? My navel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that pierced. Let me know how it goes.
Your navel? What? That's not the word. All right.
That's one of those ones where you just had to know. Like navel. You just had to know that thing was a V. Because I'm not going to lie. When I grew up, I thought people were saying navel, man.
Words are tricky sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
Like phlegm? Well, if that was in a spelling bee, imagine phlegm popping up on the spelling bee. I learned how to spell that last week.
Phlegm.
Somebody say, spell phlegm. F. Wrong. Next. Dang!
Yeah.
So now the next person coming up, the next kid coming up. Exactly. See? Now the next kid.
I thought it was like PH.
Yeah. That's how you spell it. See? The next kid comes up. I spell phlegm. They like, he just said F and it was wrong. Like, in your head, you
I knew it was F.
Yeah, you was like, you just. And the second kid, you just have to. You have to. Because you're like, maybe he said it weird.
You say
maybe he said F and they heard B. So you go, F. Wrong. Next.
Then the third kid, he's Q. They say, yeah.
He said, yeah. They're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yo, that
E.
word is so true.
Correct. Oh, okay. QRE. Phlegm.
Phlegm.
There you go.
I looked up phlegm and that thing was PHELGM.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a G in there.
See? You got to deal with silent letters.
Phlegm.
Why silent letters in our language?
Or why the letters...
Why we like theatrics so much?
Why do letters not be letters? Like encore is ENCORE and colonel is colonel. Like that just don't make no sense.
Yeah, they're trying to be creative. They don't need to be.
We like to spice stuff up.
That's why.
It's like these Spanish speaking people got their languages making too much sense right
like
now. Let's
xylophone. Go ahead and spell xylophone.
Yeah,
that's why peer is singular. Peers with an S is plural.
but deer and deer are single and plural. Who said let's not put that S right there? Let's make it.
I wonder why though. Why certain animals get that?
I don't know. Some bougie person was like, "Deers."
Yeah.
Come on.
Fishes. Ugh.
Before I forget, I suck with birthdays, right? And I was talking to Josh about how Alex and them set me up for my birthday in college.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they had me about to, like, rage quit on college. I was about to, like, go fight on Alex's behalf. I got home from work, and I need to find that picture. I was angry in that picture, and that's when I thought about it, because I'm standing there, like, my hand on my face, like, them boys really surprised me with, like, cake and stuff. This was, I think, the first birthday I had with Paris. And, like, this, you know, theatrics. She wants to surprise. But, like, I was getting home from work a little too early while I was in college. Alex called me. He said, "Yo, Jawan, these dudes out here bullying me, man." I'm like, what you talking about? He said, "Hey, man, I'm at the gym right now, man." They're like, "Oh, hold up." And then, like, he started talking in the background a little bit. "Hey, man, I'm about to just go ahead and leave." I'm like, "No, what's happening? Like, what's going on?" He's like, "Yo, they messing with me, man. Like, I don't know. They, like, try not to let me." He started making up. In hindsight, I'm like, why did I not? Yeah. Why did I fall for this? Like,
I mean, at the same time, you not just when you're not expecting something. Sometimes that's most of it, right?
Yeah, I was like, what's happening? He's like, "Man, they mess with me, man. Like, nah, leave me alone, man. Like, I ain't even doing nothing to y'all."
And then in the real world, you wouldn't even imagine him to lie about anything like that.
Yeah.
So anything he said is real. You're like, what are they doing? Why are they doing it? Go
He's
ahead.
like, "Yo, can you just come to the community center, man? Like, I need your help, man." So I'm like, I done got the shirt unbuttoned. I'm like, I'm about to F school. I'm about to kill everybody in there. Who messing with Alex, man? And then, like, I get out the car. He like, "Wait, you already there? I mean, here?" And I was like, I said, "Yeah, like, you good?" He's like, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I actually, I'm on the way back to the apartment. Just come to the apartment. I'll be there by the time you get there." I'm like, "Man, this messed up, man. Like, you sure you don't need me?" He's like, "Nah, man, just come to the apartment, man." And then I walked in there, and everybody was in there like, "Yo, happy birthday."
This boy fuming. This boy got steam coming out his head. Where are these hands? I want that action.
I'm like, why they doing this to Alex?
Nah,
Alex don't do nothing to nobody, man.
That Key and Peele. Did you see that Key and Peele episode? It was the Italians. And he walked him into the house. He was like, "Hey, man, don't just go into the house, man. Don't worry about it." He's like, "You sure? I mean, it's pretty dark. Wouldn't she be home if she was?" He's like, "Nah, it's okay. It's all right." And then so they showed Key looking away like he was being skeptical, and then he saw his gun. And so he was like, real sketch, like real nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Open the door, and it's a person. He jumps out, and then he pulls out his gun, and he got like this machine pistol, and he started like blowing them away. The first two people looked like they was about to attack him. By the time they showed the third person, it was like he had like a balloon and he was about to blow it or whatever. And then he got shot. And the last person had a cake and then he got shot.
Oh, he's still okay.
And
Yeah,
so he's still shooting. And then like somebody had presents. And then at the end of it, he finished. And then you see it was like a happy birthday thing. Oh,
that's basically what this was about.
I mean,
Joel was about to shoot all his presents. Man, I'll shoot this jump.
Shoot him, shoot him. Yeah. That boy is hilarious.
Man, throw me a party. I'll shoot this.
So you think I care if you too? I shoot this bitch.
You give me days off from work, but I'll shoot this bitch. It's like, what? You got days off?
I don't care if you too. I'll shoot this bitch.
That boy hilarious. I've been listening to that like frequently after we left here. Like,
no, yeah. That's a funny song. If it's a song, that's probably just a parody or something.
Yeah, I mean it's on Spotify. So
yeah.
Shoot him, shoot him.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what it sounds like.
Can your significant other have a best friend of the opposite sex? So in our case, can your woman have a bestie, best friend, best guy friend?
Man. I guess that you said bestie. That makes me picture like them taking selfies, holding each other like shoulder, like hey,
best friends,
right? You know, and going out together, hanging out, cool. I mean, to that directly, I say no. But that's just that definition of best friend, bestie, right? But I mean, cause you know, I got a friend that's I consider a best friend, but I got a circle of people that I'm like, you know, they like real close. But she a girl, so it's like, But here's the thing: I don't text her past like 6:00 p.m.
Yeah.
I don't call her past 6:00 p.m. unless it's an emergency.
Dang, I feel like 3 weeks ago that thing was 7 p.m. or something like that. She must have got upset.
He said, I don't text her past 8 and then 9.
I don't text her past 7.
Yeah.
I don't text her.
So,
Yeah.
she my best friend, but I don't text
Right,
her.
yeah. Nah, we cool though. Like the only time I think it was like 8:00 one time I had texted like, hey, so real quick, and you gotta preface that just in case like her husband see that junk. Like, it's not weird, right? Hey, real quick, about your son. Like
Real fast person.
about your son. The thing came in, the ball pit came in. So what are we gonna do with that? Kind of like that. Like, okay, that's the only reason we would, just because the thing was tomorrow, the birthday party was tomorrow, whatever, something like that. But yeah, I mean, during like business hours, like literally, like
his best friend's on business hours.
But it just makes sense.
You only my best friend,
right?
Until 5 p.m.
And right, it has nothing to do with like any kind of attraction or anything. I think it's a respect for your own relationship. That's all it is for me. Mm. Was he just not meowing?
Yes, he is.
I guess I ain't here because. Anyway, but yeah, so I don't know that that's possible, and I think if you let it be possible, then you leaving yourself open to be hurt.
What if that best friend is like super gay, and you just know he's a super gay. There's no gayer.
He's a super gay.
There's no gayer.
Okay, man,
that'll make you feel better.
I guess because it's still a dude, man.
She might be telling him. He might be putting her on game. Like, yeah, you should try this grapefruit trick.
So one of V's best friends is gay.
Okay,
but she a girl though.
Yeah, so that's why.
So that's what's weird. I'm probably logically supposed to be more afraid of this girl than this guy that's gay. But I guess because it's a guy, right? You're like, hey.
Well, I mean, that's all I felt when I said
we did talk.
When I said it, like, okay, we was talking about, I guess, like, if your girl cheat on you
with a girl,
and I was like, if she cheat on you with a girl, I'm like,
you're right. We did talk. Yeah, we did talk about that.
I was the only person that was like, nah, I still ain't. Nah.
I'm like, did that really count?
Did it count?
She was just trying stuff. She curious.
What about the other way around to her? Should it count like if the guy cheats with a guy? She'd be like,
yeah, you gotta ask a female about that. I can.
I can't. That feel different. That feel like it sounds different. I don't know.
It feel like it sounds different.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even think about that.
But no, so
that's probably why it sounds different.
When you said you had to super preface the text, so like I got in trouble with a guy before, like I'm just chilling. Oh, not like okay. I got so we're just gonna pause that. I got
be like, that's why he asked. Oh, so what if it was?
Yeah, that doesn't help at all. The timing is terrible.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna preface this.
Oh my God. I prefaced it again.
Right, yeah.
No,
so super pause. We get the 2 lines.
Yeah.
I got in trouble with a guy before. I said, say something, please.
Jesus I pictured 6 Degrees of Separation. Y'all seen that movie with Will Smith?
Oh no,
that was okay. Well, that's the movie where he was like,
oh yeah, he kissed buddy.
Like, oh yeah, super butt naked in the bed with somebody.
One?
One of his first ones, I think they said that was the one that he was supposed to cross over to the Illuminati, all that stuff, because they made him be like butt naked with a guy in a bed.
Okay,
was that his first movie though?
I think
before
so.
Bad Boys.
I think it was while he was in Fresh Prince too. So it was like 1996 or something.
That was
like
his first one.
Yeah,
but I think you got to do that so he like lets you know I got versatility, and then he got whatever Bad Boys or Independence Day, whichever one.
Yeah. And those blew up like crazy, as if Fresh Prince wasn't already being wild. But I didn't mean to change the subject. It's just that's what that picture you said you got in trouble with.
So yeah, so I texted girl. I was like, "Hey yo, can I get that textbook at the class? I'm not about to pay like whatever the price was. Like I'm not about to pay $180 for that, and I'm not gonna pay attention. This is freshman year. I'm like, I don't care about school yet. Can I just get your book, get the notes, give it back? Cool. A month later, I guess the dude went through every guy that she texted or contact, like, and he was like, I just got a call from a number, and he's like, hey yo, you've been talking to whatever her name is. I was like, yes. He said, so like,
dang,
but that's my girl though. I'm like, did you look at what I sent her? Yeah, I said, we could read it together if you want. I'm asking her for a textbook. I guess maybe he thought that was code.
He saw a textbook. He was like, sex book. Some nerve.
I'm asking for a textbook because I don't want to pay for it. I mean, so it's like even prefacing it. I think I just got bad luck with that stuff. And there is a story I need to tell one day. I'll save that one.
Okay.
But yeah.
But break up his marriage.
Oh no. I want to break up somebody else's marriage.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Well,
that's intense.
I'll go through those friends lists of the one on Facebook. see who's married.
Potential.
Yeah. Eliminates this.
But no, I don't think I want my partner to have the bestie thing. I got PTFD, like post-traumatic friend disorder from that BS. That joke was.
Oh, I thought that was the other word.
Well,
you said post-traumatic FD. The F word, man.
Fuck disorder?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. I was like, dang, with who? What happened?
I wasn't even thinking about the D. I was trying to figure out what you meant by D. I was like,
oh no, disorder. No.
Which D? Which
oh
D?
my goodness.
Yeah. I was like,
well, no, F is the only word he changed. That's why I was like, oh, okay.
Josh would come and tell us something that we never heard before. Yeah, you know about that, right? I was like,
it's
I don't.
It's not where you know.
He just be Googling stuff, so I don't know. So I was like, dang, you better put me on game.
Like if I've been in 6 or 7 relationships, like
15.
Or that, you got multiplied by 3, right? Or is that just body count?
Nah, that's for the females. We just
no matter for us. We tell the truth. Yeah, that's right. We accurate with ours.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but like it was to the point where it's the shoulder to cry on thing, and I'm like, I don't know if I want you to run into straight buddy.
No,
right. That type of thing. I'm like, what am I here for? I'm a straight buddy. I just need somebody else to talk to sometimes. I'm like,
can you go to her?
I don't got no girl friends. Like girls don't fuck with me like that. So what you want me to do?
All right, you get a journal, man.
Get a journal? God dang. Josh said, well, go ahead, talk to that wall. What's up?
Go ahead, talk to that wall. Did you push it in? Huh? Yeah. Probably, okay. Yeah, that's probably why I swing open again. But yeah, get a journal, man.
I ain't know.
Write about it. Put a date.
I ain't know if I care. I'm trying to think right now. Do I care? I ain't think I care. Like, it depends on how much stuff they doing, I guess, maybe.
Let's pause here.
Yeah, please.
Because I think about to be in
I cannot believe
yo! He about to go, yeah.
Yo!
That's how I was asking Josh. I was asking Josh earlier, like, what that cat saying right now? Yo! Yo! Yep! Yeah!
What would they want to be saying at this moment?
Yeah, because they don't talk. They're not saying like, meow, meow, meow.
Yeah.
It just sounds like the same thing they say over and over. Sex! Sex! I want sex!
Help!
Sex! Josh, put me out there. I want sex.
I don't see how you sleep with headphones in though.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, it'll fall out.
Oh,
Hey, it be scared. It be funny because it's like, if it's like corded, which normally it is, it's corded headphones, and then you wake up and you you choking on the freaking
You
headphones.
fall off the bed, hang yourself.
Yeah. I woke up in this spots. I woke up to, dang, I got hit snooze and I'm like, what I'm in a coffin right now.
He tied up.
Yeah.
It's all around him. But all right. So we left off with you saying you don't know if you care. I personally care because specifically I've had enough situations, and in a couple of them it was, nah, you ain't got to worry about him like that. Like, you ain't never got to worry about him. Then as soon as we split, he was like the first one clapping cheeks. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we are.
Yeah.
We make sure we had that foundation.
I'm
did
there for you.
He did that to you? Because I would never do that to you.
I got your back.
Specifically your back. Yeah, I got it.
I have your back and your front. Like, oh.
Like, he got your back, but I hope to have your back.
Yeah, so no. I mean, I've been more loose with it. Like, Paris might have a friend or two, and I'm like, okay, cool. But, like, I guess.
You got a number on it? So,
well, how many?
If she had 4, you'd be like, nah, it's too much. Come on. You wildin'. Come on now. You got a husband. Come on.
If it's like, like Josh said, like you just kind of establish boundaries. So like a 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that type of thing. And I'll be respectful too. Like how I said, if Tyler's my best friend, I'm not gonna message her at 1 a.m. like, yo, what's up? And
that's what's weird. I don't know how you would literally establish boundaries. Like I said, for me and my friend, it happens naturally, right? It's just we just know because we both met each other in relationships. So I guess that's what that was.
Yeah.
I didn't meet her; she was single, and I had somebody, or vice versa. We both had relationships, so of course, initial reactions are gonna be defensive because we're like, oh well, I don't want her to think that I'm trying to come on to her, and she's probably like, well, I don't want to lead him on. So we're both doing this until eventually nothing but friendship can happen if you stuck working together. Like that's how that's actually how I met her.
You know a lot of nice people.
Yeah.
What? You know, you're nice.
Why you look
everybody, sneaky? Everybody you meet is nice.
Do you know a lot of nice people, Anwar?
I just know Josh apparently.
I mean,
ain't nobody,
I'm all right. I ain't like
nobody
super nice.
Ain't nobody trying to sneak and get your wife back. Y'all like setting up boundaries and whatnot. Like you ain't never run into no tough situation.
I don't think so. If I did, I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
it's tough, man. Well, yeah, it's tough. Tough situation.
That's tough.
Nah,
That's tough.
but V got a coworker that well, he's like 45. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't matter or something like that. But I don't know what his age is. But
that kind of matter for me. Because if he a guy and then he like 20 years old, I'm like.
I guess I was speaking generally.
Yeah,
it shouldn't matter, but that's why I don't care as much.
I think I care either way.
They coworkers. That's what I'm saying. That generally you should because you
20
can't.
years older and or you a female, that's like the same level for me. I'm like,
right, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. No, I agree with that because I'm like, them be the worst ones. I hear enough stories from different women about like the 40 to 45 year olds like wilding, like I guess because they're older,
saying
more
wild
mature.
stuff.
Attempts, pressure, because it's like a.
I feel like women. They I don't know. It's easy for them to say no.
Put your mic down a little bit.
I feel like women is easier for them to say no against those men, because I don't know. I think they might not look into looks as much, but I mean, if you're 45, you probably don't look the best.
But like, so like, there's some 20-year-olds that's like ugly as cuss but get all the play. So I think that the looks. Remember, women are better than us, so looks ain't that important to a lot of them,
right?
You know. So like, if the personality is whatever to a woman, the person to us, we look at looks to that degree. Like, yo, she looks amazing. To them, we're like, yo, this personality. I think that's how they look at it sometimes. To where that ugly guy that you see, the Jay-Z to Beyonce type thing. Granted, money is a play there, but that example, you know.
Speaking of that, I don't think this is his real name. No, I'm not gonna even say it.
Okay.
But there was somebody in high school. I'm trying to think of a way to say this so that y'all can get it.
He ain't your friend. Say that boy name.
Because I don't know.
He
where
ain't your friend.
He might be a fan.
I ain't know where he at. What that mean? He your neighbor?
Anwar,
You think he your neighbor?
He might be.
And people might not remember him. You know, so you might be right.
What's his last name?
I don't know his last name.
That boy Cher? What the frick? He ain't got no last name. You ain't know his last name.
Just tell us later. But what happened?
This boy got so much pussy in high school, and he was the worst looking dude I ever saw in my life. Matter of fact, he was one of two. I'll tell y'all both.
Yeah,
I'll tell y'all both. I know for a fact y'all know both. I mean, y'all know one of them. I know for a fact y'all know one of them. Matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna say it. I was about to say it. I ain't gonna say it. But I'll say one of them. Beanie. Do y'all remember Beanie?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
okay. All right.
Yeah, I remember Beanie. That's a very good example of what we're talking about right now. Just so you know, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But
he a cool dude, man. But he was just like
personality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was a really cool dude.
Oh, he was effing it up in the text messages. He was saying it all in the text messages.
Might be, man.
And this dude.
I put a lot of stock in. I put a lot of stock in the text messages. We'll probably talk about that later, but I put a lot of stock in the text messages.
We do need to talk about that later.
That's why, like, when dudes say they like, or
that's very important.
I don't know, dudes will get mad if a woman calls guys out on stuff on social media. Then it's like a lot of hurt dudes that are jumping in like, nah, I'd be the women that's doing the stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, like y'all.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
But a lot of it might seem like insecurity about their looks. I've seen comments like that, and I'm like, your looks don't matter to most women. A lot of women, the looks, they're ranking that low on their scale of what they care about.
Yeah, we shall.
You trash. You just don't be trash.
I think women care more about like physical attraction versus like looks, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
How you mean?
Like body type. Like a lot of advice women to give girls for why they can't. I mean, give guys for why they can't get girls is hit the gym. And I've been reading that a lot. I mean, not for me, obviously, but like, oh man, like what's going on? Matter of fact, Reddit will have all this kind of stuff, and I be on Reddit a lot. Like you say, I be on Google, reading Reddit, and that's one of the things. Like these girls will tell these guys, like they be whining. It's these dudes called red pillars or something, and apparently they have disowned sex. Like they don't want to have sex. Okay, and they say it's because they can't. So they blame the women for their desire to not have sex, dude. And I think like I said, I'm not giving the full definition. That's just what I've been figuring out. And so these girls will come on and shut these guys down, and that's usually the biggest topic. Like, dude, hit the gym. Like, it's not about your this, it's not about your money, it's not about that. You look like a triangle or whatever, blah blah blah.
I don't know, but I don't feel that way though.
I know, I don't, but I mean, this is just on Reddit. This is one source. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what girls come on and they say this, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you see some weird looking dudes, but if they in shape, you know, that's.
I've seen enough of the not in shape guys
so you saying,
to get it. Like,
oh, so you just really saying,
like,
don't be obese,
right? Yeah.
So they care less about your face and more about your build
because of security.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's just the way I pick it up. Because, like, security, like I said, girls perceptively care about money the same way guys perceptively care about looks, right? We want looks because most likely you're going to produce healthy babies for me, right?
I just want something pleasant to look at. Forget
but,
the baby
but
part.
if you, but
yeah,
why?
Like,
the
baby, how the baby come out? I mean, bro, I did it. Bro,
already his baby ugly. He's like, I mean,
bro, I did the best I could do, right?
Yeah.
So I'm.
Well, it was looking a little shaky for Nyla the first quarter. I was like,
that boy said, the first quarter. But me and Paris all right though. What happened?
I was like, yo,
it's been 2 months. She like, dang, you ain't gonna grow out of this.
And then she started to. I was like, come on. Then she's like, this how I'm gonna look. I was like, yes, I appreciate you. So it worked out.
This said she was shaky.
Because I never, like, when people be a baby is born, newborns, I think 96% of newborns are ugly.
Because they look like old men.
Old men, they, like, eyes are slouchy and stuff. I'm like, and people are like, oh, they look just like so-and-so. I'm like, no, they don't. They all look like pudding. Yeah. They all look like pudding. There's no, what are you talking about? So with Nyla, that's why I was like, crap, she's a newborn.
Oh. But now that she actually has a face. She looks like y'all, and it's weird.
She had her face.
She had her face before.
But so Anwar is not. Anwar's like, I ain't getting that far to think about what type of kids she's gonna produce. He's like, I just want you to look good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to turn over and be like, okay, yeah, you don't look like an ogre.
You don't look like an ogre.
Yeah, I like
that's the bar.
Yeah, that's
just
all.
Don't look like an ogre, man. What got you?
Yeah, I ain't want to turn over. Oh, okay.
Dang,
if she
Erica,
jump scaring you.
Just Patrice O'Neal talked about how men are just shallow like that. Like, but I don't think that's bad because women are shallow in different ways. Like
in their ways, but they make it seem like their shallowness has substance.
They're holier than thou, basically.
Yeah, like, oh, you only care about women's looks. Oh, you only care about your security, money, and you want everything.
Oh, but you know the counter to that?
What's that?
There's a lot of women that's with broke boys.
Man, well, there's a lot of guys with ugly girls.
So then it's like, is everybody?
There's no argument. Really.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Is it?
There's plenty of examples from all across the spectrum.
So I'm like, there is no side that's just straight better than the other.
Are those the exceptions, or is that the primary? Like, is that what we see the most of?
We need to take a
survey.
There we go. Yeah, survey.
That would be dope.
Wait, you got a survey from that?
Well,
no. We said we need to have a survey.
Oh, I just thought you said, yeah, we gotta.
But then we gotta make the decision though.
It's
gonna be kind of subjective. Be like, oh nah, yeah, he ugly, and then because we can't talk to them. What we gonna talk to them about?
Hey, so do you think that your girl is?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey. You get with the girl. Hey, is he a broke boy? You're like, oh,
Well, yeah, he is kind of cheap. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Like, does he make a lot of money? Well, he just got promoted. He makes $8.50 now an hour. It's like, okay, no, bro, boy. Yeah, he's working 20 hours now. Okay, is that his only
job?
job?
A long time, huh? Are you getting the shalong?
I want to know.
Does he have a big Peyton Man thing?
I want to know the science of what makes something look good and what something makes look something bad. That's probably a different conversation, but
In terms of face symmetry.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I think another one,
which kind of makes sense because I mean, if like, you know, if your eyes don't match up, you probably gonna look uglier.
yeah.
You know, if one nose is going one way, the other nose is going straight.
One nose.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, you know, like
Yeah,
half
you
a
gotta-
nose, nostril, yeah.
nostril.
You gotta have two noses. That's the same.
Because that's how they were doing like football players, the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And like facial symmetry, they'd draw the line and be like, yeah.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
No, but that makes sense though. I mean, I guess seeing something that's like a Picasso, you're like, why is that weird? And then now that translates to being ugly when it's not. I mean, someone likes that, you know? It's just,
Everyone's like, not me.
dang, no one likes that. Picasso famous for a reason, man. You know, people see value in the abstract.
They didn't like him till after he died. I was like, that's so unfortunate. Like,
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
you're
doing
right.
all that art, and like, he was like, yo, this joke is
But there was a lot of people like
trash.
that.
He died. He'd be like, dang, yo, Picasso died. Who that? Oh, he did stuff like that. Yo, that's dope.
I'm like, yo, I
Too
would
late
have
now.
died. I
It's
would have
too
wanted
late.
more.
Yeah.
I
Let's
would've paid
keep
him.
this so that we don't have to.
I would have paid
lose
him. Like, he. Oh.
I
But yeah.
would have paid him. You had your opportunity just now. He just died.
When you say he dead, he like dead? Yeah. Yeah, he's gone forever. Yeah.
Like,
He's
he's
dead.
kind of dead.
I think that's a perfect example of either good or bad. Artists and entertainers and stuff, when they die, they just become gods. Like, you're like, whoa. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
now there's some exceptions.
They get boosted.
Like Michael Jackson. Okay, all right. He was a god, right, when he was alive. Like, everyone
Yeah, he was
knew
going-
Michael
He
Jackson.
was going to the courthouse and dancing on the cars.
and it's all
Michael,
right.
this is serious.
yeah,
Like,
and
why are you
it's-
dancing right now?
Yeah, but like, you know, Michael Jordan, right? Everybody knows those names.
Yeah.
Like, if they die, okay, that's the exception to the rule that we're talking about. But there's some people that died that, okay, tragic, right? Truly, genuinely tragic, but they weren't that good. And people, I don't want to say any examples because that's just going to make people mad.
Yeah,
but,
let's not do.
Yeah. But
let's
you
not
get the point, though.
Talk
You get
about
the point.
dead
You get the point.
before you end up dead.
End up dead.
Oh, well, probably that's probably that's probably simple. Yeah.
Who's not a legend?
Well, then maybe I'll sell some beats then. Dang, man.
But yeah, so. Dang, man. I'm surprised anyone didn't care. I thought that would be one you care about. Like, if your girl had a bestie, like you like, what you about to do? Oh, we about to go to the movies right quick.
All right, so now we talk about different stuff. We can get specific with it to where I could probably care.
Let's do that. Yeah, we didn't go through examples.
Yeah.
So how far can that bestie thing go? That might help lay out where we.
You text them all the time. Oh, okay.
Dang, all the time.
Yeah. I mean, females go to sleep, so I mean, like, I'm a night owl, so I stay up late. So like, maybe a chance for me to text somebody 3:00 in the morning.
Okay.
Females, I don't know, they go to sleep early, so I'm not worried about like a 2:00 text. I'll be like, he texts you at 2?
Yeah.
And you text back?
Yeah, exactly. But they're not up at 2, so I like.
Then the text don't say, "Are you still up?" It say, "Is he still up?"
Yeah.
Yo, what's happening?
A plan?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't even want to see that.
Is he still up?
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't had a bad experience. That's why. So it's like it's hard for me to like just. Well, it could go wrong. I mean, sure, anything can go wrong, but I ain't had that experience to be like, you know, it's gone wrong a lot. You know.
I've had it go wrong a lot.
Yeah, so I
like-
can understand people feeling that way.
I didn't have a bad experience. It was a learning experience, if that makes sense. It's like I was in a Spanish class and there was this girl who I was sharing a book with. That was it. That was it.
Yeah, you can't
And,
share books, Josh.
Yeah, I mean we were cool before Spanish class and we were cool
This is
before V came to college.
This is so funny.
But this class, V and this girl was in the same class. So V was sitting behind me, and V already got her own book. I got my own book. This girl didn't have her book. And so the teacher was like, hey, all right, this is the first week. I'm gonna let y'all share books, but after this, you gotta get your own book. If you don't, you're gonna fail. Okay, cool. So the girl turned around, only person she knows in the class. I was like, hey, Josh, what's up, man? Hey, let me, I was like, yeah, sure. And so now we looking in the same book, and class is going on.
Yeah, you're sharing books.
And
throwing that book in a circle. You can't wait to turn that page, huh?
In a circle.
You can't wait to turn that page.
Yeah, we turned the page. Man.
Yeah,
I was turning pages, all right.
How many pages y'all turn?
Dang. How many pages y'all turn? That ain't even nothing wrong with that.
I know.
Ain't even nothing wrong with that. That just
You turned
sound
anything
horrible.
sexual? Oh, we was turning pages. Oh, yeah, we was turning pages.
What was your favorite chapter?
Man, freaking habla English, man. I don't know. So anyway,
Probably 6 and 9.
You 6? Oh, right.
Or
That's
69.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, why 6 and 9?
Those are random numbers. She just said, Josh, I turned to chapter 6. Okay. I turned to chapter 9 real fast.
Okay. Turn to chapter 9 real fast. Okay. But no, man. Like
Jesus
after
Christ.
class was over, V got up and stormed out. I was like, what?
He talked to the
And
whole.
so now I'm like, hey, V, hold on. And then, she's not stopping. So now I'm like,
You got full sprint?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Pull
yo,
out
what
his
is
towel.
going on? I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? And then I don't remember how the rest of it happened, but basically she was freaking out. And then that was Facebook days. So she go on Facebook and I mean, it's just hard to think that.
I just think it's funny how.
Right, yeah. It's just
It's crazy.
Like
It's crazy how you think you know somebody, but
and I shut that down. Of course, we don't do that no more. We talk to each other. That's how it's
But
supposed to be.
that was your close to a friend boundary crossing.
Yeah.
thing.
And
females starting the conversation when they upset is hilarious. So tell me why.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me why. I think
Hey, let
it's
me
funny
ask you a
how
question.
I think is usually like everything's bad after that. You don't want them thinking.
Let me ask you.
you don't want them thinking.
Yeah, you don't want them thinking.
Just go stand over there.
Yeah, hey. You thinking? Oh no, you don't know?
Yeah,
No.
right,
Stop.
yeah,
Don't think.
stop
Don't
that.
think.
But nah, man. So that's a little bit more PG than like some guy who can't control himself when he's talking to his girlfriend or whatever. But his friend that's a girl when he's in a relationship. But I mean, same concept. What I learned from that was the respecting that I mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Disrespect me.
disrespect.
Nah, I want all that disrespect.
One of dominatrix or something.
Yeah.
Disrespect me. Slap me. Yeah.
Is that insecurity?
Probably some level of it.
I think it is.
Because
Is
you should probably, I would think, if you're not insecure at all, trust the other person. Sure, a person could text at any time. You don't know what they might need. If they text at 2:00 in the morning, they might got a flat tire, and you're the only person. Well, you in range to get them the quickest out of that tough situation. But at the same time, it's just, we're human, so we have emotions, feelings.
Right.
Is insecurity and lack of trust synonymous? Like, are they basically the same thing?
I don't know, man. I think
Some people will argue it to that degree. Like how I said, if I don't want Paris to like have hey, I'm going to the movies with this guy and it's a straight guy, I'm like, I don't really like that. There's some women who, if you're in a relationship with that woman, she might be like, so you don't trust me.
It could be close. It could be. I think it's like close, because I think when you say lack of trust, you're talking about lack of trust for your spouse, and I don't necessarily think it's necessarily lack of trust for them, because maybe you're not gonna do anything, but maybe they don't trust the other person. And
Okay.
And
Man,
because
even that, though.
if a female,
Go ahead,
like if a
even
female, if say a female was to jump on me, I feel like it might be different if a guy jump on a female and a female is like trying to get the guy off. She might yell, "Get off me!" Blah 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 blah. But a female jump on me, I'm like, chill. Like you're not gonna like you're not gonna go in and try to backhand a female off you.
Yo, you wildin'.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, exactly. You go like, yo, chill out.
Yo.
Oh,
So you just go.
Yo.
So you just gonna grab me like that?
Wow.
You just gonna start yanking it like that?
But whose meat is this? It's my meat. Wow.
Wow.
So you gonna spit on it?
Yo, that's crazy.
Wow. So you just go.
Man.
You gonna act like you churning butter right now? You just go. Oh, you doing the
Wow.
you doing the double hand twist? Oh no.
Dang, man,
You
y'all.
said you're a Kendrick fan, and every time all you hear is "gah, gah, gah,
Yeah,
gah."
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I told you I'm trying to be faithful, man. Oh, wow.
I'm trying to be faithful.
You can fit that whole thing in your mouth.
But to your point, though, I think it's like, okay, it does have something to do with the other person, but for me, it's not, man, because my primary dynamic is the relationship. So I feel like it's like 3 parts. It's like you, her, and then y'all, right? And then so if you're looking at y'all, that's what you're trying to save. And if one person can literally just kind of disregard that and expect the other person to be okay, then y'all separate. And now y'all on two different planes. It's almost like if one person wants a kid and the other person doesn't want a kid. Why would you get married?
Yeah.
Not that either of those things are good or bad. Why would you get married? If y'all plans were here and they're going in this direction, then no matter what, respect for that should maintain.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as somebody starts, you know what I mean, like talking to the other person,
and you know, it's basically to each his own. Because you would feel some type of way, and Vicky would feel some type of way. So y'all don't do these things.
Right.
So it's just different if you're with somebody and I won't feel some type of way, but they would feel some type of way. So then there's going to be some conflict right there.
When I posted about this, I was like, this generation's issue right now, if you just talk like a lot of our peers in these conversations, like you would think it's cut and dry like that. Like, oh, it's as simple as would you want the other person doing the same thing or something close to it? And that's just where it kind of stops. There's people that's like they lack the respect, the boundaries, consideration for the other. They like, I'm not cheating or anything, so it doesn't matter. It's like it does if you factor the other person and it just flip it. Would you want them to do the same thing?
But they're right. And I'm not cheating anything. Well, cool. We'll make sure, like, if it's put it on you like that, you're the same way.
Consider the other person. That's
but
all.
if you with somebody that feels some type of way, well, you should probably, they're always going to feel that type of way. So you need to just not be with them.
Like the responses are more in line with, I'm going to keep doing this thing because I'm innocent. You just need to find a way to not be upset about it. And I'm like, that's toxic. That's not healthy.
Right.
Like you can't.
No, that makes sense.
I don't know. But I mean, if that's the relationship dynamic of neither one of you care, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Just, you know, as
Exactly.
long as is the other person fine with it? If they are, that's just what it is.
It's not like you need to deal with it, or no, it's like, no, we need to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need to be together if this is going to go on, because I'm not cool with it.
And like Josh said, it's not so much a lack of trust for your partner as much as it is the person who's going to make the advances. I don't trust them not to make an advance.
Yeah,
But
I said that.
Oh, I thought that was Josh. No.
So what I was saying was, I mean, you kind of want to expect people to be garbage. You don't want to expect your person to be garbage. So if they're doing that, okay, I don't care. You need to control yourself. You know, if they're going to be that way, get out. Why are we still even talking about this right now?
Yeah, I think so. And I was saying, like, some people, I feel like they don't have trust in the other females or the other males or something that's with them, with their significant other.
Now, the other way around, though, because, like, so with us toward our women, I think it's usually we don't trust the guy. And I think it's the same but different at the same time, the other way around, with the woman not caring as much about the other woman, but their guy. Yeah. So on both sides, we don't trust the guy. That's kind of sad.
I mean, we're human, man. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just like I said, like if a female jump on me, and even if I was to fight her off, I don't fight her off. Probably, I think as strong as probably a woman would fight off a guy. I'm not putting my forearm to the female's throat. I'm like, God damn, you gonna grab me like that? Jeez, like,
yeah, like you swing.
I'm
at
still
her.
Joking, like
you swing at her and then she counter with a 2-hand twist combo.
Two-hand twist.
Well, I lost this fight. A combo breaker. But no,
that's cool.
Okay, so I can be insecure but still trust my partner.
Yeah,
you're human.
Okay.
Make sure y'all insecurity levels are at the same level.
Ooh, that's important.
Yeah, because I mean, if somebody's super insecure and then you just slightly insecure, probably still not gonna work.
Yeah,
they're gonna be acting crazy.
It's the same thing with the dynamic. It's just
Josh, what are you doing in this store with her? I'm buying you a gift.
And like she knows what you like better because like she knew you for 17 years, I knew you for 6. So.
And yeah, we're the same size.
Yeah. You could have just asked me. Then it wouldn't have been a surprise.
Right, yeah.
Well, hurry up and get home.
I couldn't be no single dad because it's just nonstop. She just want to do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Yeah, I'm a oof. Yeah, like my wife or something like that. You leave me alone with her. You're like, yeah, I'm going to the store. You gotta watch the kid. I was like, oh, okay, I got it. She getting put in like a playpen or something like that. Got to. And then as soon as I hear a car pull up, take out the playpen real fast. So I be like, yeah, man, she was chill, man. She was chill.
Real good.
But I can't. If you're trying to play video games, you like, you know, you're gonna be lacking in attention, so you have to put in the playpen.
Yeah.
There's
Especially
no
with games
Overwatch.
nowadays. There's no pausing.
Yeah, there's no pausing. Yeah,
can't pause.
everything's internet, so there's no pausing. I don't want to have to come in addition like, oh my god, we're about to lose this match. She about to freaking swallow that knife.
I was like, what are we gonna have right now? Like, what scenario?
Like,
Swallow that knife.
Come on, just don't swallow it in 30 seconds. Come on, just do 20.
Hold on, about to get the point. About to get the point.
Yeah.
No, Susie.
Come on, cough it out. Come on, cough it out.
You can do it. Just hang on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just 15 more seconds.
Oh, boy.
Well, when she was first born and like that first 2 months, and she was on the clock like 2 hours. I need my milk. Like on the clock, her body clock was on point. I couldn't play Overwatch. Like I'm gonna be playing with y'all, and then like I'm like, oh crap! I was at 1 hour and 45 when I started this match since she last ate, and then hear it, I'm like, I can't not feed my newborn, but I ain't want to lose this game.
Yeah, you like this. She like this. She only been crying for 7 seconds. Come on, I could go at least 37. Come on.
Oh man.
And those thoughts ain't even evil, but I hate that people who try to turn that stuff, man. Like, oh, you are not a good dad. No, I am a good dad. I'm struggling right now.
It's funny because I've seen a lot of videos where, like, the dad, I guess it's his turn to watch the child, and the mom is still around or something like that. And they just like, I really want to play Call of Duty, though.
Yeah.
So they have these backpacks. So they, like, right here. So they looking at the all the time, or they have their little pillows and things set up on their arms, or they...
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
hers was so like, usually if she was fussing for just no reason, it was just goofy. I'm like, I don't know what your problem is. I would walk her around the Christmas tree, and then I guess the lights would catch her attention, and then she'd just calm down. So that somehow translated to when I cut the TV on and I'm playing the game, she could just sit kind of upright. She can't even hold her head up, but she's like, I don't know what he's playing right now, but it's kind of dope. So then I could be good, and then she fall asleep.
I don't know if he can catch that tracer.
Oh yeah, she already not go.
Right.
She's like, oh, the meta has changed.
Yeah. Oh, the meta has changed. Spit up.
Dang.
But no,
I don't know if he's ready for that
dope.
death ball.
Tell us about your little your CVS robber.
Oh man.
Yeah, tackle him.
No. So
Let me hear your hey. Let me hear your strong hey.
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 No, so it wasn't even.
Sir.
It wasn't. It was actually cornier than
Mr.
y'all think it
Stamps.
is. So here we go. So this guy comes. It's like so. This the beginning of my shift is like 10, 11 o'clock. This guy comes and he's like ranked, man, and it's sad because you know why he's ranked because he's just outside. He's not. You don't have a place to get washed or nothing like that. So
outside.
You know that's a different type of smell, right? Because if somebody stink, you don't say rank. You do not say rank.
Yeah.
You just say, man, he stink, man. But you see Josh's face when he said rank, he's like, man, that man.
Nah,
like he been sleeping in his own feces.
Bad, man. But anyway, so he in there, and you know that he don't got the money, but you don't judge, so you just let him walk around and do what he got to do. But once he start doing like,
that's funny.
I'm like, oh, here we go. All right, so now I got to play the guy who owns the store, right? So now,
upon walking in, you like he don't got the money. You like, man, what you doing to him?
yeah, I mean, but you don't want to be that way.
Yeah.
But
you're like, come on,
you're not
man.
stupid, right?
You know
you're not
ain't got
ignorant.
No money. Come on.
You know,
man.
we know we're downtown. This is Assembly Street, so we're, it's like homeless people are out there. So they come in because we're 24 hours. Sometimes they just want to get warm. They just want to come and walk around so they can be warm. We don't say nothing to those people. But when you in there being naughty, then we like, okay, yeah, we're gonna treat you like what? Like people think that would people be store people be racist when you come in the store acting sketch. No, sometimes you're just acting weird. Like just be normal. Don't be acting weird. But anyway, so you come in there. He comes in, walking around. There was a lot of us there at that time. It was like 4 of us. So he kind of was walking around. I saw him do like this. I was like, oh. So I started looking at him, and then here you go, our manager. She was like, like go
I hate
watch
when
him.
thieves do that. Come on now. It's 2019. Be a good thief.
Yeah,
what are you looking around for?
Yeah. So she's flagging us to just keep an eye on him. Right? So anyway, he's walking around. I guess he sees us not really keeping an eye on, but he sees us swarming. So he's like, all right, cool. So he picked something up and took it up front and was like, how much is this? And oh, it's this. Okay, well, all right, it's cool. All right, thank you. He walks out. So like 3 hours later, or whatever.
He ain't buying nothing.
Huh? No, he ain't buying nothing. No.
He woke up there. How much this? $1.49. Nah. Nah.
But yeah, so it's like 3:00 now at this point, and so manager gone. I'm the only manager on site with this other girl who been there for like 5 years, but she's not a manager for reasons I ain't gonna mention. But she's dope. She's really good experience. So she knows more about the store than I do. And but anyway, I'm in there putting up. I do the cooler every night, so that's why I got this hat in the first place because I bought it because it was cold. They don't have a beanie there. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. So I worked the cooler.
Yo, I'm glad you said that because I was like, I still don't explain why you got this hat. Like,
well,
he's like,
yeah, the cooler. So that's why I bought the Santa hat.
Yeah, like
this was the one that came with that suit that I had.
You only
and it's too small.
You only can stock the coolers with the Santa hat on. That's just a rule.
Yeah, that's what. It's funny, but that's how it is now because they expect it. They're like, oh, there you go, Josh, being festive. I'm like, all right, no, it's cold. It's cold.
Being festive.
I think you solved.
I care about my health.
Right, we solved the mystery of Santa. Why he wear the hat? It's cold. That's all it is. But anyway, so I'm in there. And at this time I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna work on warm so I can kind of warm up a little bit. So I get the warm juice, warm stuff like that. I'm stocking up, and so where I am, if you can picture it, the aisle that I'm facing is also facing the big door, but it's like 6 aisles away, so it's really far, right? Well, probably like 8. So imagine like 8 aisles away, but you can see the door clearly, but somebody walking in can't see you. The girl I work with, she's really, really, really short, probably like 4'9" maybe or something like that. So she's working aisles and you're not going to see her because she's under the aisle. So somebody walking in will think that, oh, we're just kind of away. We're somewhere. They know how we work on the 24-hour shift. We're somewhere, but we're not right up front visible. So he walks in. He sees that. He's like, okay. I see him again. I'm like, oh, that's the dude who was there earlier. And then he did that same look around again. I was like, oh, man. But this time my manager ain't here. And I'm the manager, so now I gotta be that guy, right? So I'm like, dang. All right, okay. So I'm like standing there looking at him, and sure enough, he checking around. He walked down the aisle and he had grabbed a bag of chips. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Nothing suspicious about grabbing a bag of chips. Then he went around, he saw me, and he had cut. I was like, yep. So you know what I mean? That chips is a decoy. He looking for something else, or he was gonna take the chips and just dip. But so he went around to the aisle. While he was going around, he didn't want to look at me to look suspicious, but he was doing like corner eye thing. When he was out of sight, what I did, the aisle that he was going to is a cooler opposite of what he is where I work at, right? In the cooler, you can look out in there to see like stuff, but you would have to know I'm in there to be looking for me. So I took a couple bottles just in case. I didn't even have my jacket on because I didn't know I was gonna have to go in the cooler at this point. So I took a couple juices or whatever just to pretend like I was going, just in case he saw me. Because even if he saw me, he didn't know what I was doing. So I went in there and he had the chips and he was just walking like real smooth, man, real smooth. He was like walking and he grabbed like he went and grabbed something else. I was like, oh, he's still shopping. Okay. His hand came out of where I couldn't see, and he had like 7 big beef jerky things. I was like, yo, what? Damn. And he couldn't buy that one thing from earlier? Shoot, that boy stacking must be hiding his money. Okay. Or he must have got something from somebody outside. And he was walking, and then just as smooth as he picked it up, right in his pants. I was like, yo. So I was like, dang, it's showtime. So I went because I didn't think I was going to catch him.
Yeah.
And sure enough, because you can't say nothing unless you see it, and unless a manager sees it, actually. Because if a cashier sees it, that don't count.
Okay.
Before you can actually risk the company getting sued. A manager has to see it. So I saw it. I'm like, dang it, I didn't want to see it. Well, I got to go talk to the guy. So I went out, and so he saw me come out. So he started to go play around with whatever was down there. And it just so happened that it was another kind of beef jerky under the peanuts that was away from the beef jerky he stole. So I was like, hey, that's the good beef jerky, ain't it? And he like stone faced like, and he saw what I was talking about. So it was like it's weird. I can't describe it, but he's stone faced.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen you.
Yeah.
He thought you was talking about the beef jerky he got in his pants or something like that.
But I was talking about the one that was right there.
Yeah.
And then he finally saw what I was talking about. He's like, yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, you know. But I don't know if I want it though. I'll just put it back.
I don't like beef jerky like that.
So now I said, man, I saw you, man. And
he's like, the gig is up.
I said, I saw you. He's like, you saw me what? I said, you got beef jerky in your pants or your jacket or somewhere. You got it. I know you got it. Look, just put it back. Get out. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Just leave. And he's like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like, what you mean? And at this point, he got like 2 things in the chips, whatever. I was like, look, nobody else saw it. I saw you. I'm gonna go ahead and come clean. I was in there hiding, and then I saw you. You put it in your pocket, man. Just go ahead. Just take it out. Put it over there. Go on. I ain't gonna say a word. Just don't come back. He's like, bro, are you gonna let me pay for my food or what? I was like, yeah, pay for what you got. Are you gonna let me pay for my food or what? Pay for what you got. And so now I'm like, at this point, we're gonna break that out because I won't say that. Yeah. But her name, she's real cool. She already knew, so she started to call. What's her name? We're gonna break that up too. But she started to call and was like, at this point I didn't know it was still here because she was supposed to been gone. Mm-hmm. And she started calling. She was like, hey, da 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 da. I was like, okay, good. Wow, she's still here. Cool. And so I'm talking to this guy. I'm like fake arguing with him because at this point I saw it. So all we got to do is go on the cameras to confirm it for whoever's gonna come and get him. And so he's like kind of arguing, but he's like, dude, you gonna keep harassing me or can I go buy my food? I was like, no, go buy your food. Please do. So I get up front with him. I'm walking with him because I know he got it. And so he's at the cashier and he pull out like $2 or whatever. And all right, I know I work there, but you ain't buying nothing at CVS for $2 unless it's on sale, and then you got to buy 3 of them. so you ain't getting nothing for $2 at CVS. It's expensive. It's just expensive. It's what it is. It's a convenience store. That's fine. So he had like 3 things. I was like, no, this $2 ain't gonna work. And then he pulled out a bunch of little coins and stuff and started counting. And at this point, I'm like, dude, you stalling for the wrong reason. You need to be getting out of here. If you gonna steal the beef jerky, get out. Like, take it, go. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm just telling you right now, these people will call the cops on you for beef jerky. So please leave or put it back and go. You good. I'm not telling him this part, but manager wanted me on the phone. I'm telling her everything. She's like, hey, he was wearing this, he's wearing that do-rag. I said, yeah, that's him right there. And so the guy is looking at me. He's like, yo, you called, man? You called on me? I was like,
snitch?
I was like, nah. She called me. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. I already told you what's up, man. I saw you do it. At this point, it's whatever. So if you want to stick around, it's up to you. I'm sure people are gonna come get you. So it's up. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold you here. You can leave if you want. You can pay for your food. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. At this point, it's your decision because we know what happened. We know I saw it. You did it. So we on the same page right now. Man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. But I'm gonna head out. But I ain't coming back. I said, I appreciate it. And so he went out. He's walking real slow because he's confident. Because I wasn't that guy that was like, hey, what you doing? If I was, he probably would have been a little bit more belligerent, whatever. But I don't know. I was like, I don't really care about him getting caught up because of some beef jerky. What I do care about though is like I'm on camera too, seeing this happen. So if I don't say something about it, I could go down. So I'm like, you know what? Let me help him out, at least to warn him. Like they will call the cops on some beef jerky. So anyway, she said, long story short, well, longer half of this story short. She was like, hey, I'm gonna call the cops. She called the cops. Josh, which way is he going? He's going towards IHOP. Okay, cool. They got there and they actually caught him. They searched him. Oh, before they searched him, they came inside and they had to see it for themselves too. They looked at the video. Sure enough, swiping it in, putting it in his pants. I'm like, okay, cool. They went to him, searched him, and they couldn't find it. They couldn't find it in his bag. They couldn't find it on his jacket. So obviously, what he did, he just kind of tossed it in a bush somewhere or something. So now
he come back to that bush later.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, my beef jerky bush.
Yeah. And I didn't like any of that because I know why he was stealing the beef jerky, right? He just needed another meal for another night. Like, it's whatever, right? I'm not gonna talk like I'm above it all. We all got financial issues at some point, but I forget who you said it was. Was it Jesus Amaro? Who said it? We're like all like
a lot
the
of people
average American is like two paychecks away from like being exactly what that guy is. Now, whether we're stealing or not, that's a different story. That's decision making. But on the street with no home, no food, that just hurt to have to talk to him about something I saw him do at my place of work. And then he looked at me like, you don't understand, man. Like that look of you have no idea. I said, bro, just because I'm at work does not mean that I do not know. Yeah. I'm right behind you. You have no clue. But just having to have that conversation with another black man, especially, Jesus, it sucks, man. It sucks. But I wanted it to be a funnier story, but it's just bad. It's funny in the act. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like me walking up to him, hey, I saw what you did, man. I saw what you did. Yeah. But the reality of it is like, yo, I saw what you did. That junk is real. So I caught a guy at CVS stealing beef jerky. It wasn't raid. If it was raid, you would have let him go. If it was raid, I probably would have let him.
Hey, what you got in your pants, man? It's just some raid, man. It's just some raid, man.
I really need those roaches.
Yo, I need them roaches gone, man. I really need these roaches gone.
I can't really sleep.
All right, man. I'm gonna turn my back. Go ahead, go ahead.
But nah, I don't. And honestly, I don't know what the difference between raid and beef jerky. On a more serious note, right? But, it's tough. And I told her that too. I was like, yo, I don't want to do that. That sucks. Yeah, I had to call the cops on somebody for stealing beef jerky. What I wish he did, I wish he took it and went and gone, because then now his name is just on a no call list. I mean, on a no
you could be like, dang, man, if he ran away with it.
Yeah,
and then that'd just be it.
Because we're actually not supposed to chase him out the store or anything like that. So, hey, you got yourself another meal. Beef jerky is high in sodium, so that's another couple meals. You would have been good.
Got that meal still. He'll come back for that.
But now he is going to be watched by the cops. This is going to be a big deal. At least if he had just went out.
They have a stakeout.
Oh, probably not that.
Stakeout on Ryan.
That one guy.
Yeah, that's him. He going back to that look like the beef jerky bush.
Right.
Good. All right, convert.
But no, yeah. I had another guy almost steal something, but do we have time to get into that? I don't know.
Yeah.
So this guy, he was coming in, same situation. He came in the top of my shift, left because the manager chased him out because she knows him, but he didn't know she wasn't in there. So he came in. He was like, what did he do? He was by the Tide. Again, I'm on the last aisle away from this tile. So it's Tide and all that detergent stuff. Right behind it is tissue. And then right behind me is stationery. So I'm on the aisle with tissue and stationery. I'm doing tissue. And it's quiet over there. So I saw him come in. I didn't think anything of it. But he was over there. He was standing there for a long time. Then I saw him do like that. I was like, look left. He looked left and right. Real sketch. And I was like, oh, man. So I'm looking. And then I don't know why. My hands wouldn't stop working because I'm in the mode of working. So I popped open one of the tissue boxes. And when I popped it, he jumped like he was a rabbit and he heard something. Yeah, like he was a rabbit and he heard something rustling in the grass or something. Yeah. And so I'm like, he got caught. So I went around quick to, hey, how you doing, sir? And he was like, oh no, it's cool, man. I'm just looking at this detergent, man. It's cool. All right, cool. Well, hey, man, if you need some help, let me know. And I was like, I'm not gonna harass him too much because he ain't did nothing yet. He just acting real sketch.
Yeah.
He carried the Tide. He had a Tide in his hand, a Tide pack in his hand. And he was holding it like not if you were gonna buy it. I mean, if you're gonna buy something, you just gonna hold it. I can't even describe it. You just hold something different like when you about to take it.
Like when people hold a baby with their like head down or something like that.
Like, okay, that person is
you ain't never hold a baby.
Yeah. This is a kidnap. But no, yeah. So he went up away from where I worked because that's my area, and then he passed by the other manager, the guy manager, and now overnight is usually filled with a bunch of shifts, by the way, like shift leads. So that's why I keep saying managers, different managers. He walked past the guy manager and put the thing down. I was like, man, this is too much, man, and walked out the store. I was like, Nick King. Anyway,
You got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. A lot of work to do. But yeah, anyway, he came over. He was like, hey, Josh, did you see that? It's funny if I blank out Josh. Anyway, Josh, did you see that? Josh, did you see that? That guy, he was back here. He had tired. He said it was too much to pay for. Did you talk to him about it? I was like, no, but like he was over here acting weird, and then I popped the thing because I was trying to be quiet, but my hands were still working because I saw him too late, and so I popped the thing, and he jumped and act like he got caught or something. He wasn't even doing anything, so I thought when I walked to him, he had the tide in his hand. He probably was about to take it. So anyway, top of my shift, close to the bottom of the shift, about like 3 or 4. Here's the same guy again. I guess he don't know that people stay to work for like 10 hours. And so he's like, I'm going to just wait till the next group of kids come in. Nope, we still here. So, and he's like 45, 50. That's why I said kids, because I'm, you know, yeah. But so he walks in, and he doesn't see me. And he doesn't see the other guy that I told you about. And he goes to the same exact area. So I'm like follow him a little bit.
So he really need this tide.
Yeah.
You really need this tide, man. And I'll get to that in a second, because it's funny you said that. But anyway, so I get to him. I'm like, you know, as soon as I saw him grab it, and he did the same look around thing, I was like, man, hey, what's going on, man? Oh yeah, you were here earlier, weren't you? What's going on? You need some help with that? I know you said that was too much, didn't you? Like I'm giving him all of the. I'm giving him all.
That's
the.
Expensive, isn't it?
All the I remember you. You were here. This is not a game.
You might not need this one.
Look, which one? I mean,
you can afford it now.
So legit, that's what you got to do. You got to give. They say give annoying customer service, like, because what it does, it covers you in the event of a harassment kind of suit thing. Like, oh no, I was just offering customer service.
Yeah.
So now, I'm trying it out. This is my first time really doing it. I was like, I mean, shoot, I did it at the bank, but let me see how to go ahead.
That's a good brand. A lot of people steal that one.
So I'm like, okay, all right. I can do this 2 ways. I can just kind of follow him and be sketch myself, or I can just be upfront. I was like, hey, so I mean, what you like about that tide though? Like, I mean, what is the count? Like, I mean, because we can get you another one. Because I remember you said you didn't like the price of that one. He's like, oh no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I was just checking on it, and I figured, I think it is good. Okay, cool. But I mean, you did seem really concerned earlier. I mean, I can go do a price check for you. I can go look it up. We can go ahead and do a rain check if there's another product that you wanted that you can't have now. I'm just doing them, right? I'm just giving him everything I can while he's walking away. And then so finally, he turned around. He said, dude, why you harassing me, man? Why you harassing me, man? I was like, all right, I'm going to be honest. Because you sketch, man. You came in here earlier looking like you was about to steal that tide. And now you looking like you about to steal that same tide. And he was like, man, look, man. All right, man. I mean, look, man, I kind of need it, man. I need it, man. Look, I'm $2 short, man. You got $2? I was like, oh, I even if I did, I can't give you $2 in the store. I mean, let me hold the tide. I'll go ahead and price check it for you. I took it. I was like, okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and head out, because you can't come in the store asking employees for money. That's not like the way it works. Now, if you want to go to another store and try to ask like people outside there, that's cool. But now that I know your face, you can't come back here because you were clearly going to take this. And he was like, man, you don't even know I was going to take it, man. I just needed it, man. Look, I really need this time, man. I was like, I feel you. And then
you didn't even know I was going to take it. He already told you I'm $2 short, and he got the tide in his hand. You wasn't gonna pay for it, so what he's gonna do?
Right.
Put it back down?
No. So he's just incriminating himself, and I'm giving it all back to him, and I'm telling him I don't want this to turn anything, because I know what's going on. Man, you don't understand. Oh, you have no idea. Just because I'm here at work.
Yeah.
I told him the same exact thing. Just because I'm here at work does not mean anything, sir. This is just a different time. That's all. Not to put you in my pocket, but you have no idea, just like I have no idea about you. It's just the difference here is you came here and I just happened to see you doing sketch stuff. That's the only difference. So all I'm going to say is just, if you can just leave, don't come back, because these people will call the cops on you for this tide. And he's like, man, but I mean, it's nothing you can do, man. Like, you can't like price adjust it, man. Like, you can't just something like, I mean, because I'm short. Like, can you give me $2? So it's like, no, you got to go. Got to get out. and it's real grim, you know. But I had to just tell him like
I mean, if you're not grim, they're gonna play with you being nice. So
yeah.
you kind of have to be.
And so I gotta admit that put me outside of my comfort zone because you know I mean I can come off as a jerk sometimes, but I really care about people's feelings.
Yeah, you are.
I care about people's feelings, and so to have to say that to somebody, a grown man who could be my daddy. Like I was gonna say that hypothetically, but daddy 45, 46, right? Like
something like that.
I'm like, this man 45, 50, like I'm like, you could be my dad. And I'm talking to you, telling you, you can't steal here. You got to go steal somewhere else. Like right? I mean,
you can't steal here.
You got to go steal somewhere else.
You got to go somewhere else.
Like, that's a rough conversation to have with
I want you to have
anybody.
it, but you just can't have it here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not, look, this product is being sold by a company who has millions of dollars and their CEOs got all this stuff. That don't mean you should steal from them, but it won't hurt them. Just don't do it here with me because I work here and cameras see me seeing you. So I got to do what I got to do, man. Just like you trying to do what you got to do, you got to respect my side too. And so he left. He was out. You know, I don't know if we're going to see him again. I told my manager and she was like, oh, that's that. That's him right there. He going to come back here.
Hey, she said that?
Well, because
that's that nigga.
But she white, so she didn't say that. She didn't say that.
She's like, that's that. No, I'm talking to Josh.
that's
that neighbor.
That brown one. Be like, oh, okay.
That's that neighbor.
That's that neighbor. That's that ninja. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, it's funny at certain parts, but it's still a kind of sad story. Now he didn't like stink or nothing or look weird. He just looked like he was trying to. So apparently, people steal his popular brand stuff so they can sell it at the flea market. I didn't know that.
That's what makes sense. Cause I was like, why are you stealing Tide? Like I understand stealing food, but I was like, why are you stealing Tide? I'm trying to steal like what's the other brand? Extra or something.
Right? Yeah.
Be the same price, but you get
more or something.
72 more quarts.
Yeah.
Like it's like
but no, it's a popular brand. If you show up to a flea market with Extra and then with Tide, imagine selling Tide for $2. Like people will lose their mind because that Tide is $14.
Give me $5. Give me $5.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And then so I bought Axe at a flea market one time. And I didn't know it was blood money, man. Like that.
They killing over
blood diamonds.
them boys were stealing the stuff, man.
That boy picked up the axe. Hey, what's this red paint? What's this red paint on it?
Don't worry about it. I mean, if you open it, you see it's unused. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the store clerk's blood. I mean,
the store clerk's blood. That was so specific. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's 2 incidences. There was a few more where I'm like talking to people like before they did anything, but you know, it's pretty obvious they're going to. You're not supposed to, but I mean, I'm just being real with these people. Like, hey, I mean, I don't know if you know, look, these
they
people,
can't afford no
they
lawyer.
think you acting weird. I always put it off on somebody else. Like, I'm on your side. Like, they think you acting weird, man. I don't know if you about to do something. Just let you know. Yeah. Like, if you want to head out, don't come back. They already got their eye on you. They're gonna see you when you come back. Save yourself the trouble. Go try somewhere else. Don't do it here, man, because they will call the cops on you for this eggs. Like, like, you know, I'm like.
Oh man, don't go to jail
it's tough.
for eggs.
It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough. But that's how, you know. And I'm like I said,
that boy said eggs.
Yeah, don't go down.
Eggs.
I'm not trying.
I know. It's eggs, but they would do it.
They will call you for these eggs and grits and all that. Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. I'm not.
You try to have breakfast, huh?
Got some Aunt Jemima syrup or something. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to pretend to be some hero or something, like trying to save these people. But
Robin Hood. You know.
But at the same time, it's like,
oh my god.
I mean, they're people too, right?
Hell yeah.
And they deserve a chance. What they do with that chance is up to them. They're gonna if they take it and go somewhere else and get hemmed up, that's their choice. But at least when they come here, I'm trying to tell them, like, yo, if you're going to be a scumbag, don't do it here. They will get you. And so, yeah, we got real good connects, too.
Even if it's eggs.
With the cops, man. They come there fast, boy. They came there fast enough to come watch the video and go get the guy. I'm like, what? Like,
they might have been in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And,
like,
and it's downtown.
John, let's finish eating this donut. We got to walk into CVS real fast.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's tough, man.
Jesus.
It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's dripping off the fang?
Can God make a boulder that's too heavy for him to pick up?
That might be one of the easiest questions you ever asked before.
He probably can,
because welcome to another episode of Healthy Venom. Thank you for joining us one last time. Yes. Well, not one last time. I hope to see you next time.
One last time.
we didn't get fired just yet. We still out here doing crazy things. Hold on.
Crazy things.
Oh.
3.5 million subscribers now. Yes. Thank you.
The growth.
Thank you.
The growth.
In that one episode?
In that one episode.
Because I remember at the beginning of this episode, we were talking about it being 3 million.
Exactly.
That's insane.
We grow like pretty ridiculous. Like tell your friends, tell your family.
Matter of fact, since we're growing so fast, go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah,
because
help us grow more.
Yeah, you want to be a part of this growth, right?
We are on YouTube. See us on YouTube. You want a video? See us on YouTube.
Yeah.
We have this on video.
Oh, and also if you have some questions that you want us to talk about or answer or address, or you got some fun stories to send in, we'll read them and discuss them. I think that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, we could do it God dang it.
We could do an anomaly.
I'm anonymous.
Yeah, that word got a lot of N's or something. Freaking some hard consonants.
Anonymous.
We could do it where we don't share your name.
There you go.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, you don't have to tell us who you are. I mean, well, no, we don't know, but you don't have to. We won't tell them who you are, okay? You can keep it to yourself, all that good stuff.
Contact us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram,
Facebook.
On Facebook. Just email us. You like?
Yeah, all that. Do all that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, hold on.
What's that?
Can you take the picture from the video?
That's what. So I was just about to say, let's go ahead and just point at it at the same time, and I'll just clip that.
Yeah.
Freeze or whatever.
Okay.
How would I want this?
Or all right, let's try this.
Oh, like a sorry.
Yeah,
all right, cool. And I'll look at whichever frame is the best, and then that'll be like whatever that section is. It'll still be in 1080p, but it'd be interesting.